Yo, I may be tripping, I'm not sure, but I'm like way into the bush, and my truck said 170 kilometers left or whatever. It was like quarter a tank. I just came in here, and then the fuel light came on, and all of a sudden it dropped to like 55, and then now it went back up to 85. I better not be in trouble though. Like, I thought I blew a fuel line, but there's nothing leaking. I don't know if I'm tweaking out, but like if it actually truly is 85 left on the kilometer with my trailer, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to the gas station for wherever the closest gas station is. So, see, look at that. Now the fuel light went off. I don't know if maybe I just went down a hill or something for like, I did just go down a hill for a while, but that shouldn't do that, no? I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, we'll carry on, but that was, that's a little weird. I'm really hoping, I mean, I got a 10-liter Jerry of like premium fuel, but and this is a 6-liter V8, and this thing's gonna absolutely destroy it. It would just crush it. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. It says 87 kilometers. Now I know for a fact with this truck, 87 kilometers towing even just an ATV on a utility trailer, that is not enough to, that's maybe like 30 kilometers, like realistically. So we are getting to the spot. It's a very tight area to get in here. It's like a little trail network, so yeah, surprisingly you can actually drive a truck down here though. It is wide enough, it's just with a trailer, it's just a little bit tight. But we are making it. I've done it before, so let's see how it goes. See, now it's at 90, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I just went down a hill. Ooh, and now I'm just maybe a little bit tweaked out. I have no idea. But I like literally just almost died seeing that. I dropped down to like 50 or 52, and I like jumped out, and because it's so humid out, I had the air conditioning going and I saw leaking, and I was like freaking out. I had that big weird feeling just wash over me, like, and then I just got like super worried. But it's at 90 kilometers, which is a little bit more hopeful, but it's still not at quarter. Like, it was at quarter tank, so I don't understand. And 10 liters of fuel is like, it's not gonna work. So I don't know, but we're here in the cabin in the woods, just like the horror movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that horror movie, but this cabin's just a little bit smaller than the one from the movie. Still a nice cabin. I mean, yeah, it is a bit of a horror story, because there's like, last time I was here, like a little while ago, there were some massive spiders in that thing, and I was scared. I was terrified, actually, because they were like size of my hand. Not literally, but they were called Fisher spiders. If you ever heard of a Fisher spider in Ontario, they're like massive. People call them dog spiders, but they're like this big. Like literally, they're huge. Like spread out, spread eagle. They're a massive spider, and there was like 3 of them in there last time, and I ended up sleeping in my truck. And I'm probably gonna be sleeping in my truck again tonight if I see some. I don't know, but we got some Raid. We're gonna spray the living hell out of them. So we are here. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm trying to turn around in this tiny little area. We're gonna see without jackknifing this thing. Ooh, that was a jackknife almost. Damn. We are getting in here. We're gonna back up right near that tree. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but this is crazy. You tell me. You tell me. Well, we're here, finally, and this place is sick. It's like one of my favorite places to come to. My grandparents actually built this cabin, and this cabin is super dope. So, yeah, we got our fire pit here. Nice clearing, right down near the river, so you guys aren't allowed to know where this is. It's just quality assuring and training purposes, but we are at the cabin in the woods, a little hunting camp. We're gonna go bait a stand today. We're gonna do some fishing. It's a little late in the day, but got to make the most of it. I think tomorrow's supposed to rain, which kind of sucks, but we're gonna go a little bit upriver, see if we can get into some smallmouth bass or some brook trout, and yeah, it'd be sweet for you guys to come along. I'm gonna grab, oh damn, lightweight baby. Oh, this little Yeti filled with all my food, and a couple brewskis. But we're gonna make our way inside. I took my mic off, so if it's a little distorted, the audio, too bad. Oh, it's a nice little one, eh? This little cabin in the woods. I love coming here. You get that nice smell too. So, yeah, beautiful little spot. But definitely gonna get a fire started first, because actually we have a barbecue, so I'm not gonna cook over the fire. I forgot, but I remember back years ago when we used to just come down there and we used to just camp in tents. We used to have to cook food on the fire all the time. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. It's nice, but barbecues are also nice too. And I still cook on a fire here and there, but it's just so much more work, especially right in the morning. Where you're like, okay, I got a bunch of activities I want to go and do. I want to go do this, that. But then now you have to cook on a fire, which takes a little bit. So, especially if you don't do it right, like me. But we're gonna get everything into the cabin here, get the ATV unloaded, get a fire going, and then we're gonna go for a ride. Oh, this is just a little one, but this is just a little one. But one of those little spiders. I don't like spiders personally, I really don't. But honestly, the ones that I saw last time was right here. It's about this big. It was massive, and I just didn't like the looks of it. I didn't, you know, anything that can eat me, I don't like. So, kind of got to look around for these little bastards. Make sure there's none of them around here, or I'm gonna be in my truck again. Well, now that I'm unloaded besides my ATV, I'm gonna have to scavenge for some wood somewhere here in the bush. I got a little bit here, a little bit here. Got to start the chainsaw and build a fire. And I'm gonna show you guys how to make fire with a string and sticks and how you rub them together. I'm gonna show you how the Aboriginals would have made a fire back in the day. And you guys can be like, oh, mom, I learned something so cool today. Something that's really gonna prolong my outdoors journey, and something that you guys can't do. So I'm gonna show you guys how primitive technology can be used to make a fire. First thing that would have been done is they would have grabbed their chainsaw. They would have found some wood. They would have found some wood to cut. Yeah, that's what they would have done. It's definitely what they would have done. Next, yeah, you're gonna throw your wood into the fire. I'm sure you guys know how to do that at least. You know, looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Then you throw your wood on the top. There we go. Ooh. A little bit more brush there. There we go, and now we have to find a rock, some sticks, and then some rope so that I can actually get some friction going and start this fire. Got my stick. Woo! There we go, guys. That's how Aboriginals would have done it. Wonderful. I think there's a fire ban on right now, actually. Gotta rub a stick over here. Oh, never mind. It went over there already. There we go. Sweet. That's the way we do it here in Canada. What a wicked flame. Well, now that's all taken care of, we're gonna get the quad off the trailer and fuel up. And then I'm probably gonna eat some food. Maybe, I'm not really that hungry. I had 2 big ass burgers from A&W on the way here. Just a tradition. And then, guess we'll take a drive around and check some stuff out. And then, yeah, probably do some fishing this evening. Okay, so we're going to make some food before we go. I had that fire going. It's out now. Just taking a look at some of my arrows that I had because I'm trying to install some inserts, but I'm gonna have to get some different inserts because I don't like those ones. But I went out for a walk and just did some target practice. Oh, there's a big tree that fell. Way up there. I went for a walk. I didn't film any of it, but it was really nice. Forest kind of comes alive when you don't talk, so it's nice to kind of you know, hear everything and see everything. But for now, we're going to cook some steak on the barbecue with some little snackies, and then we're gonna get ready to go upriver and go do some fly fishing for some bass and maybe some brook trout because the evening is starting. There's tons of mosquitoes and flies out there, so I'm sure they're gonna bite to some sort of a presentation. Well, yeah, we got the fire going again, and we got the barbecue ripping. Right now we're making this sweet ass pasta veggie mix with thick steak. Oh, these are fire too. If you guys are ever, I don't even know if it's just a Canadian thing or what, but I found this at the store. It's just walnuts, maple syrup, dried diced apples, organic cane sugar, natural flavor, salt, and ground cinnamon, walnuts. So they're like walnuts, but they taste like apple pie. So like, I don't know, it's kind of a no-brainer. And the calories is up there too, which is beautiful. So yeah, gonna make some food, and then we're gonna get ready to go to the river, which is way up there, to the rapids, to see if we can catch something. Who knows if we will? We might not, but it's worth a shot. Well, I think that my steak's pretty well done. Looks pretty good. I don't know. Does that look alright? I think it looks okay. We can get a flame going. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I don't know. Good for a Timu barbecue or whatever this is. And we got some pasta. It's garlic, savory, and cheese too, flavored. Awesome. But I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I might cut this up and put this in here, or I might just eat them separate. But like, I forgot my tripod, forgot my knife. I'm stuck with this little fillet one. Which sucks. It really does. I mean, I hope this isn't well done. If this is well done, I'm gonna cry. But you ever just think like how hard it probably would have been to, you know, live back in the day? You know, I got paper plates. You know, they're eating off logs. You know, I got a barbecue. They're eating off fire. Not the way I started the fire early, but you know what I mean. Well, there's a nice T-bone steak and some garlic pasta. So we're gonna eat this up and then get ready and go fishing. Trying to get these waders on so we can go fish. It's starting to like rain out, so I'm kind of getting a little pissed because I didn't even check the weather. My dumbass decided to just drive hours up north without looking at the weather. So I knew it was supposed to rain tomorrow. Today's Friday, and I swear, like if it starts raining today all the way through the night, and then tomorrow, I'm gonna be leaving at like 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, just to go back. But we gotta fish at least right now, so I'm getting my waders on, getting my boots on, my wading boots. Ugh. If you guys have like pant waders like these with the stockings, super sick. And if you don't want to buy wading boots from like Sims or something, go to Mark's Work Warehouse or whatever place sells your shoes. And, you know, or if you're working in construction, your old steel toe boots, just carve the soles out of them and they will fit the stockings of your waders. Then you don't have to buy $350 pair of wading boots. And they work exactly the same because I've owned wading boots. Don't let all the hype of like, oh, this sole does this sole does that. It's just a boot at the end of the day. Don't cry about it, don't care about it. Just get out there. That's the wise words of me. Is to just get out there. And then they work proper. These are my old boots that I used to climb trees with, so they're really ripped up. But I'm just gonna throw these on. I don't think I'm gonna be crossing the river, but kind of looking a little dark outside. Not dark, but just the way the sun is. Positioned, I already know this river very well. It's very dark. It's got a lot of copper in the water, so it's not going to be very good at seeing what is under the water when you're trying to cross. I'm not trying to get I'm trying to drown today, so I don't know, we'll see. But I'll throw this little GoPro on. Now for the rod that I use, I got an Orvis Helios 3D. So 3D, D is in distance, so there's the 3F and then the 3D. 3F is all about finesse, so that'd be guys who are whipping nymphs, stuff like that. Mine's a 6-weight 3D, so it's for distance casting, streamers, dry flies, nymphs, whatever. Up here in these Muskoka waters, I'm usually running some sort of a woolly bugger or a streamer. Typically I'd stick with a white woolly bugger with a little bit of blue to it. That's usually what gets these trout and bass and everything to bite into these river systems and ponds and lakes and whatnot. Today I don't think we have that. I don't know what we got for streamers. Let me flip this over here. I'm streaming right now. We got a little bit. So yeah, stuff like this. It's usually what I'm casting. It kind of represents like a leech. But we got a bunch of different ones. I could actually rip one of these too. These ones ain't bad. A little big for brook trout, but could run one of those. But they're gonna need a lot of weight when I throw one of these because they don't have a weighted head on them. So I gotta figure out what works. I'm gonna get strapped up on the quad. I gotta go pull one of my trail cameras as well. Since I'm here, so we're gonna take a ride over there, pull the trail camera, come back, then we're gonna go hit the river and fish. And of course now, right that I'm now ready to go fishing, it's starting to rain, which I'm kind of pissed off about, but we're gonna go get wet anyways. So I might just have to use the majority of my GoPro instead of my phone camera, because I don't want my phone to get wet. So I got some delicates. But I got my GoPro, which is waterproof. Supposedly, I destroyed my GoPro 360 last time, just fishing, and I didn't even open it or anything. Somehow it just waterlogged. I have no idea what the hell happened to it. But we're gonna go pull this camera, then we're gonna hop down to the river, and we're gonna go see what we can catch. If this rain starts picking up, I might call it, but we're gonna push on and see what we can get into. Okay, let's pull this camera here. Yeah, we got fucking moose shit everywhere. This is my camera here, so I'm trying to pull this thing. Bugs are gonna be bad in here. I can already feel it. Last time I was in here, I was getting eaten alive. Okay. Oh, that's good. We got it. So. Okay, I found our spot here. Damn, it's kind of getting a little dark in here. Hopefully it stays somewhat bright. Hopefully someone doesn't come along and take my ATV either. Okay, sweet. Let's guess I'm gonna leave the camera in there. Take my phone. Yeah, pretty much I park here. I walk down. This is a different portion of the rapids, but the rapids are down here. There's another portion up there. There's different spots for different parts of the season that I like to hit based on where the fish are at. This part is pretty promising. The water levels are a little low, but we're gonna get ready right now. We're gonna go down, see what it's all about. Well, I'm trying to get this so that I have an at least decent kind of view of me talking. I don't have my tripod unfortunately right now, but anyways, this is the rod that I'm running. This is a Lamson liquid reel with a 6-weight forward fly line. This is the Orvis Helios 3D. So this rod's about $1,800 Canadian. The reel maybe around 300 and something, maybe 2 something, I forget. I picked it up a while ago, but it's literally my favorite rod. It's not because of the price, because I own about 7 different fly rods too. I break a lot of them. I haven't broke this one yet, but knock on wood, this is not going to be the time that I do. But I have broken a lot of rods, and it is quite unfortunate, and most of the time it's actually from walking through the bush with my rod open. So for any of you guys who are kind of getting into fly fishing, maybe keep your rods not out when you're walking through the forest. I'm not keeping mine out now. I'm just restringing it and I'm going to break it down. But I had a massive issue with keeping rods open, and then I would honestly always break them. So that's just a me problem. But if you guys do the exact same thing, your time is eventually going to come and you're going to pay the price for it. Because I mean, a lot of these companies though, sorry, my iPhone's full storage went full, but what I was saying was a lot of these rods though, they come with a really nice warranty. So these damn, I can't believe my phone, I bought a new phone, 500 and something gigabyte, just so that my storage wouldn't go to crap, and somehow it just fills right back up. Got a lot of memories in there. But anyways, we're gonna get this rod strung up. I'm gonna get a woolly bugger on here or something, head down to the rapids. Okay, well, here we go. We're all good to go. This is so funny, my vest here. You guys might think it's sick, you guys might think it's stupid, whatever. But it's actually a snowboard vest. And I used to use it snowboarding when I went out east. It was pretty sick, but now I use it for fishing. So, and it kind of, it keeps everything, and it's a tight backpack. It actually is a avalanche pack for guys who are out west, who are rolling those big mountains and they need some sort of an avalanche protection pack. Yo, this forest is definitely getting dark. I definitely don't have a ton of time. It doesn't look dark in the video, but I'm sure, as you guys know who go out and fish and hunt and do your stuff, that when you're in the forest, it gets dark a lot faster. Whew. Just bushwhacking. Just gotta remember where I came in. Okay, yeah, here we go. Look at it out here. Damn. Check this. Isn't that beautiful? Come on, for all of you who haven't been to Ontario, there's a lot to offer here. Look at these. Look at that nice little bird there. Just having a little bath. Just doing his thing. Look at him. That's awesome. Yeah, so where I am, I can't tell you obviously, but in here, get the odd bass and speck trout. And then going downstream, there's a hole just down there off the one rock to the left. And then right in here, the smallmouth love to pool up. And I've caught some really big ass brookies on the other side, over right where that gets all still over there, right before the little waterfall. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it over there today, but we're gonna fish these few holes around here and see what we can get into for fish. But this is what I'm running. I was gonna film it earlier, but I'm running one of these. The other one that I had, the hook was bent. Looked like it was about to snap off, so I didn't trust it. So instead, oh man, my GoPro thing just broke. That's wild. Anyways, at least it's still on. But yeah, I'm running this, which is just a streamer. It's actually a salmon fly. But yeah, we're gonna try. I've never actually tried it for these smallies and brookies, so we're gonna give it a shot. Just gonna pull out a bunch of line and get her going out there. Okay. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna shoot one. Oh, no way, the tip of that rod just came off. That's crazy work. I never had that one happen. Okay, sick. Yeah, But I'm gonna try this hole here first. We're gonna see how it is. I'll stand up near that waterfall, cast in right where the flats, see if we can rip out a smallie or a brook trout. Okay, so we're gonna walk across this. The only issue with these this water is that there's like a film, like an algae film over this. So these you can see the actual blobs in the water there. It's extremely slippery. This is actually my first time using the DJI mics too. I haven't really used these much. Damn, this stuff's slippery. I haven't really used them much. They're pretty nice though. This is the DJI Mini Go or Mini Go 2 or something like that. And yeah, they're pretty good. Oh gosh, I'm walking through the bush with my rod out. Not one of these again. Oh yeah, it's getting dark in here now for sure. Okay, I think it's right down here or down there. I think maybe a little farther down. We're just gonna keep walking down. All right, here we are. No, stop. Okay. Yeah, this little area here. If they're not in here on this spot, then they're nowhere. So we're definitely, yeah, I think this is the area here, and then there's a drop-off ledge right over there. So we're gonna give a couple shots through here. Okay, I came over to the other side over here because I can see the water a little bit better on this side, just like what's inside of the water side inside. What the hell is making that noise? Some weird noise. I get all sketched out sometimes. I was thinking I'm gonna run into a, oh, yo, that was a fat hit right off the top. Come on. Oh, that was a fat hit right off the hop. Come on. A little smallmouth action. Let's go. I saw the flash too. Oh, come on. Hope I'm, snagged. I'm out. Okay, we're gonna try this other side, this one last hole. Okay, this is that hole I was telling you guys about. Well, there was that one, but this is the last one that usually always produces fish, no matter what. Super nice, comes out of the rapids. I always get hits there. Always gets hits over there underneath that tree. So we're gonna try some stuff. %, so this better be a hit right on the first cast. I'm just gonna do like a nice soft drag as well. No fast stripping. It sounded funny. Oh, there is stuff hitting it, but they're not big enough. So like, I need to piss off. Okay, we're gonna try the other side of this hole. I don't know, I guess these little pools, they're not doing so well just right now. I don't know why. I'm usually always slaying bass in these spots, so there's definitely something going on. I personally think it's just the water temperature, and that the water's really low right now. But we're gonna try one more, which is right here. This one's a little faster moving water. I'm gonna cast out there into where it kind of circulates into the pool. We're gonna try this last spot, and then see if this is the one that works the magic. I hope this is the one. Oh yeah, yo, that was a fat bass. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's just a little guy, man. Come on. Such a big fly, but it's just this little guy. They're so interesting, the bass up here, because they're so dark. That's all for me today. I'm not fishing anymore. It's unfortunate, I only caught one little one, but it was still cool to sightsee and everything. And I mean, at least you guys who are new here, you guys can check out kind of how my channel is and what it's going to be all about. I do catch fish and I do actually do well, but this is just one of my first videos that I'm kind of unprepared for. So I decided to just kind of come up here, and my intentions wasn't even to come here for an actual fishing trip. So ideally, a little caught off guard, but this fall especially, it's gonna be very good because we got our deer stands rolling. We're gonna be hitting some coyotes like within the next couple weeks. I'm just getting some permission from a few farmers, and then we got turkey coming up. I'm gonna try and do some bear, and then we got the salmon run. We got a lot of stuff coming up for this fall, so stay tuned and fish on, hunt on, do your guys' thing, and we'll see you in the next one.